Been walking for about 10 minutes, slowly taking my time, but we'll go back and show you that just now. But I wanted to start with this because I was not expecting this. I'm in Pointe Canonniers. There's a lot of great eateries here. It's all basically along this one main road, which you get a lot of buses going on, and so it's pretty easy to get to Pointe Canonniers. I think the beach is that way and that way, because we're literally on a point. I'll show you on a map. So yeah, this is the point area. Technically the circle at Pointe Canonniers. It's quite lovely when there's no cars. Okay, so if you keep going with this road, you're going to get to Montchoisy and everything after you get past all the resorts. There's this fabulous little place here I need to come check out. Rainbow Roots. They bake their own bread. It smells amazing. But for now, let's see if we can get to a beach in Pointe Canonniers. Yeah, I mean, look at that, dodgy. But over there is like the Club Med or something. So, I mean, it should be pretty safe. And the police station is right here somewhere. Anyway, I'm going to go down this road because I believe it will take me to the sea. Yeah, something to watch out for if you're planning to come to Mauritius and stay in a resort. I know most people only know about resorts in Mauritius, but there's actually a lot of other options. You've got hotels, Airbnbs, apartments, homestays, a lot of things. A lot of the resorts you need to check that if they look quite remote, you're not going to be able to easily get out of the resort and go to another restaurant or anything. The taxis at the hotels are going to be very, very expensive. So I'd suggest if you're going to have a resort that's not near a town or right in a town, you'll need to go all-inclusive, because just a bottle of water, you're not going to be able to buy one at a store or anything like that. So places like this in Pointe Canonniers, it's on a bus route, you can get around. I'd rather look for one of those. Actually, my choice would be just stay in a regular hotel. In a place like Grand Baie, you're surrounded by a mix of locals and tourists. You can have a lovely holiday and it's really not expensive. Felt like I was being followed by a bus, but I don't think they could. This is really weird. It's like just like a forest. Okay, we'll persist. It's a lovely day. So here's where I'm walking. Yeah, that's the Club Med. This is this big forest next to me. Heading towards... Oh, this is the beachcomber. Okay, we'll see what happens when we get back into the land of some buildings. Okay, so that's the entrance to the Club Med. I suppose you probably can't just walk in there. Have to find out what their restaurant is and so I'm coming to visit. And then over here is the Canonnier Beachcomber, I think. Yeah, Canonnier Beachcomber. Wow. But okay, we can keep going. Beautiful hotels, and yeah, kind of has security guards and things. I remember at some point Brian and I did get in there, but from the other way. I think we probably walked along the beach or something. La Pointe. Oh, it's a housing development. Wow, check that out. Okay, so that's what they're busy building here. Beautiful stone wall. It's lovely where there's the trees. It's so much cooler. And listen to the birds in Mauritius. It's pretty cool. Electric vehicle charging station. And there goes electric vehicle. Okay, so you can actually just pay and charge your vehicle. Wonder how many of those there are in Mauritius. It's actually starting to smell a bit like the sea. I'm excited. Well, that's really interesting. I know there is a lot of history here because there are literally, it is the Point of Cannons. That's quite interesting. Yeah, if you can actually get into the beachcomber, they've got some of the old cannons and the old lighthouse that used to stand on the point. I think it's now a kids' play area, but those of you who stay at the beachcomber, you can let me know. And then, like, what on earth? Sea Point Petite. Those are just out of the blue, unexpected, humongous doors. And from those doors there's another road that goes down that way. Might go see where that goes. I'll check on the map first though, because you can get horribly lost and then you have to walk all the way back because it ended up being a dead end. Bulk storage of petroleum products. Oh wow. Oh wow. I did not expect that. So this is Pointe Canonniers public beach. Wow. It's actually quite stunning. I mean, over there is Beachcomber's beach. Wow. And over here, someone else's beach. But you're allowed to walk on it up to the high tide line. Yeah, so that through there is actually Grand Baie. I suppose this is already part of that big bay. Look at the islands. I mean, you can see Round Island, obviously that one. Canonniers Island, Flat Island, and Pigeon Rock right next to it. I think it's called Pigeon Rock. Got a bit of like seaweed and rocks and things and corals, but obviously the resorts keep their beaches very clean. It's quite pleasant. I mean, there's not much here. There's no food, there's no toilets, there's no shade. Interesting though, beautiful views, stunning views, great photography. I kind of wonder what would happen if you sort of walked down there. It's intriguing, but I wouldn't do it by myself. And there are cameras, so I suppose you feel a bit safer. I mean, Mauritius is mostly safe, but this is quite isolated. I don't know why, but I somehow thought that like the beachcomber would have better security than a little wooden fence. But I suppose Mauritius is very safe, so you don't really need more security than what they have. So let's see where that road will go. Seems like you could have gone around that sea view for quite a bit. Yeah, okay. There's some lovely houses here. It's quite a nice local vibe, but like a high-end local vibe. Oh, there's some normal houses as well. Because the developers haven't managed to get their claws on it yet. It's a quiet road, it's very hot. The Pointe apartments. They look lovely. It's a very, very long hot road. Anyway, one of the things with Pointe Canonniers is that like the sea is just past these houses or whatever, but you don't really get to see it. Like In Grand Baie, you see the sea, it's right there. In Perry Baie, the sea, it's all about the sea. Here, there's houses all along this road, so you occasionally just get a glimpse of the sea. I believe it's the same in the west, like Black River area and Tamarin. You also, I mean, Tamarin, you can see the sea when you're at the sea. I'm bailing on this road and going this way. I'm hoping to get back to the main road so I can get a spot of lunch. There's some great restaurants in Pointe Canonniers. There's also a lot of construction going on, obviously, and probably a lot of future planned construction going on. Interesting. I've got another choice, but I think I'm going to go with where those cars went. It is hot, but quite pretty. My road turned out not to be the main road. Alright, sure we'll get there. Interesting area though. I mean, these things must have been something. It doesn't look like someone's house. There's an alleyway. That looks like the main road. Should I take it? Duck down an alleyway. I think I'm going to. Let's go quickly and quietly. Because otherwise I think the summer sun is going to do more harm than a potential baddie down an alleyway. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Okay, we're going back out here by the petrol station. That's pretty cool. That's where we just were. So we went round that block. Now you know what it looks like. The beach was cool. This is Selfish. It's very cool. You go in and around the back. I'm not sure when it's open, but it's totally different around the back. It's like a whole beach type vibe. Super, super cool place. And yes, I know I'm walking on not facing oncoming traffic, but there's no sidewalk on that side. Oh, there's like a little shop here. Wow. Okay, I suppose because we're really near to the resort, people can come here because there's no big supermarket and get some water and beer and stuff. Hello. Now further down this road, and it's a long road, it goes all the way around the island basically. True story, made a video. There's a lot of restaurants. I'm going to try and stop in at Roots because it is one of the famous eateries in Pointe Canonniers. Hopefully they're open. They also have a lot of parking, which is something that cannot be said for a lot of Pointe Canonniers. There's not a lot of parking anyway. So it's lovely. They've got lots of trees and fans. It's beautiful. Let's go check out the menu. So they're open daily from 8 until 11 for breakfast and until 2 o'clock for 2:30 for lunch. There's the beautiful menu. And there's the breakfasts. Awesome. It's a really nice place and the food looks amazing. I'm not in that vibe at the moment. I'm like hot and sweaty. Yeah, I'd love to just stop somewhere and get a big glass of beer and some, I don't know, chicken nuggets. I know, I'm a heathen. Or mean bouille. Oh yeah, replace some of the salt. Yeah, also they closed in literally 5 minutes time. So yeah, I don't like to interfere with people's breaks. There's a shop called Tulip and Lace. I think they do I think my necklaces actually came from there. Wow, they're on market sometimes. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful clothing, like unusual things. And if you've seen a lot of my jewelry, it does come from here. And the whole shop is air conditioned, so great for a break. But yeah, if you're looking for these unusual pieces that are so appropriate for Mauritius, they're not bad. I think a lot of it's handmade as well. Yeah, you can find a lot of stuff in Pointe Canonniers. That's me. Like, yeah, I could take that bus back, I'm sure. But I'm wandering around Pointe Canonniers making a video. And this is how it works, always. You'll wait for hours for a bus, okay, 20 minutes for a bus, and then they'll all come together. But yeah, Tulip and Lace. Interestingly, she's actually selling her shop. So if you're interested in a bit of a hobby business, selling clothes, she's got patterns and everything. She makes it all herself. Yeah, send me a message. I'll put you in contact. Lovely location. Would you believe? Sweet God. That bus actually goes to La Croisette. Weirdly, I took it the other day from La Croisette back to CPU, and then it goes to Perry Bay. I'd love to know what its route is. How did it end up here? So this is the main Royal Road, Coastal Road, through Pointe Canonniers. There's another, like literally within 2 minutes, all the buses came past. That bus didn't even stop at that bus stop because all the people got on the other bus. I don't know. And on the street there are a lot of estate agents and art galleries and a lot of restaurants, but not right here, a little bit further along. Also, it's a weird time because it's like 2:30, and so a lot of places close at like 2. And if you're considering coming to Pointe Canonniers area, this is like one of the few shops you've got. Yeah, so there are no supermarkets in this area. You're gonna have to get on a bus and go to like CPU. It's quite difficult to get a bus that goes directly to CPU. You'll have to walk up to CPU. Just something to bear in mind. We do have a 24-hour medical service here, which is pretty cool, and quite a lot of spas and things. And forget about what I said about the parking. It seems everybody's got their little parking lot. Look at that. It's pretty unusual. So it's now Innovative Minds. Yeah, the Innovative Minds. I have a feeling this used to be something Russian. Do you remember? Hot. But yeah, I'll have to look at my old footage. I'm sure it was like Russian, or was noodles or something. Now my sidewalk is run out. Across to the side of the road, although it's not facing oncoming traffic, but there's a little bit more somewhere to walk than in the shadows over there. A multitude of different styled buildings here. It's quite nice. It's a Lebanese place. Hello. But I think they're also closed for lunch. So everybody closes at 2:30. I'll zoom in on that for you. And they reopen at 6:30. Yeah, really, really nice people, super friendly and helpful. I'll have to go one day straight from work and come here for some lunch. Anyway, in the meantime, not having much luck for food today. But he said the bus stopped. Oh, it's just there, I can see it. There is actually a traffic light on this road, would you believe? And over there is the famous Fournil bakery. Maybe we'll go check that out. Brian used to joke that this was like going through a portal into France. Prepared to go into a portal into France. Look at all those beautiful things. Oh, and some quiche. Opera cakes. They look insane, and of course macarons and chocolate. Oh, it's so light. The bread part is like a croissant and not very sweet, but then you've got the lovely chocolatiness. It was nice, but I'm going to be a bit controversial and say I think the ones from Supu Cafe O are actually better. Their croissantiness is not as good, but they fill it with chocolate, they stuff it with chocolate. Yeah, there were no buses. I actually came in one of the, what they call the small buses, but it's like a mini bus. So yeah, now I'm back in Grand Baie. Still determined to get something to eat though. Trying to think of where I should go. So many choices. Yeah, Mauritius is beautiful though. Yeah. One of those, one of these, and one of those, please. Thank you. Good sauce, some greenery, and then a bit of the secret stuff. It's perfect on a hot day. Put your salts back into your body. Oh, thank you so much. Delicious. Thank you. There you go, perfect hot day pick me up. Let's add a little bit of the chili. Off we go. That's 60 rupees or $1.50 for this beautiful bowl of pick me up. Lost, I don't know, 3 liters of water. Oh, it's hot. It's salty and savory. Nectar of the gods. Oh, I'll enjoy this. That was excellent. I feel a lot more refreshed. So I'm going to try my bed and the fridge now. I might take you with me or I might not. So if I don't see you, thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you again next week. I've got some quite nice sleeper couches. A note on the mattresses. They don't have like what I would say I'm used to, which is the mattress space combo, so you have to get them separately. It's a big place. There's a lot to choose from, but it's kind of like a little bit self-service. I don't know. It's actually a nice looking sofa bed. There are 3 floors of furniture. These look cool. I think I'll go down to the floor below. Maybe someone there is serving people. Oh yes, forget the bed. How cute is that little pressure cooker? Have you ever seen something so cute? Yeah, I found some people downstairs and they're very, very helpful. It's actually got some lovely stuff here. This little rice cooker. Ooh, mini multi-cooker. That's actually not bad. Variable. Yeah, so about $850. I got a fridge, a bed, and a mattress, and delivered, and they'll come and assemble it all. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm rocking at this. They've also got an induction stove there for like 2,000 rupees. And I think a kettle is like 800 and a toaster is like 1,200 or something. But I'll get those once I've moved. Okay, so it's coming soon. So cute. They're really decorating quite nicely. There's some spa pricing. There you go. You can freeze it and see everything you need. It doesn't look too bad to me. Oh, it's actually a really successful day. Just one more thing needed. Ice cream. You probably can't see that, but on the weekend, or Friday and Saturday, they're actually open 24 hours. And until 10 o'clock on a Sunday. Okay, they've got so many new things. Look at this hash brown burger with cheese. And there's wraps. I had no idea McDonald's did things like that. It's kind of nobody to take orders though. Sometimes this McDonald's falls apart. No kidding, it took about 15 minutes to get a sundae, but they do the best ice cream, so it's possibly worth it. They're not the happiest bunch in there though, wow. I don't know, have you been to this Grand Baie McDonald's? What do you think? Sure. Impossible to do one-handed. There you go. Oh, so good.